and I don't want to be mean. I've already said I don't want to be mean, but like that Walz guy is a creep. I'm just telling you that as someone who went to boarding school in the 80s. Like, I know exactly who that guy is. And I'm sorry. It's just, I hope I'm wrong. I don't think I am. And
I mean, honestly, Tucker, why is he so obsessed with transing children, making it possible for them to separate from their parents and have their body parts chopped off? Hello?
Yeah. Well, I lived in a boys' dorm in a New England boarding school in the 1980s with a lot of guys like Tim Walz. Okay. So I saw that guy and I'm like, oh, wow, I know exactly. You're a creeper, as we used to call him, for sure.
All right, folks, we have a pretty funny news story for you today because apparently members of Tim Walz's own family have come out condemning his vice presidential candidacy and in full support of Donald Trump. That is right. You may have seen this photograph circulating around social media today of his family wearing the shirts that say Walz is for Trump behind a Trump 2024 flag. Yes, we did a little bit of verifying. It is indeed a real photograph of his family, which is completely hilarious. And this cast of characters who is not supporting him even includes his own older brother. But before we give you the story, I want to say firstly, folks, be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And secondly, the objective take, right? The correct take on it is, does it necessarily matter that a member of a politician's own family do not support him? Well, objectively, the answer is no, right? It shouldn't really matter what someone's father thinks of them or brother, because maybe the family there are the bad people. Maybe the politician is good, or there's other reasons, whatever it is. Just, overall, the point is we really shouldn't hold people's own families against them. But of course, that opinion exists in a bubble where we are being honest, because the reason I'm reporting this story here today is because we have heard so much from the Democrats about Mary Trump in the past couple of years. Now, Mary Trump, if you're not familiar, is a far distant, I believe, nephew, like not really direct family, very extended family of Donald Trump, but shares the same last name, who has come out and made a career grifting in trying to condemn him.
And if you're in the Oval Office today, what would you say to him?
Resign.
And that is Mary Trump there that you saw on the screen. Of course, they are doing a very similar thing, the Democrats are, with the Kennedy family, right? Many of the Kennedys have come out in condemnation of RFK, and the Democrats are going out here trying to say, look, even his own family doesn't support him, so how can you support someone whose family doesn't even like him? Well, again, if we're going to play that game, I think under those political standards, and that's very important, it is very damning, not only that the extended family of Tim Walz is not in support of him, but that the cast there of haters, again, includes his own older brother, right? We now have direct family, okay? Direct people, they grew up in the same house together, coming out against him and his candidacy. And that is much more damning, especially than Mary Trump, some distant niece of Donald Trump. So this is the reporting on the story from Fox News. Tim Walz family members pose in t-shirts declaring their presidential preference, Walz is for Trump. An image circulating online shows family members of vice presidential candidate Tim Walz openly supporting former President Donald Trump. The photo was shared online by former Nebraska Republican candidate Charles Herbster, and it shows 8 people wearing Nebraska Walz's for Trump t-shirts. A representative for Herbster told Fox News Digital that the people in the photo are related to Walz through his grandfather's brother, Francis Walz. Family members told Fox News that they consider themselves distant from Walz and have never met or spoken with him. One person in the photo who wished to remain anonymous said they are supporting Trump because he supports our values. Now you may say, oh, but they're distant family, who the heck cares? Well, again, if you're going to use Mary Trump against Donald Trump, then I'm going to run with this as well. But again, it's not just a distant family here, because Trump replied on Truth Social to the image, implying that he plans to meet with Jeff Walz, the older brother of the Minnesota governor. So yes, it is again not just the extended family here. Jeff, the older brother there, is apparently rumored to be in support of Trump and on board with this movement. The older Walz posted a series of statements last week about the Democratic VP nominee on social media, saying, quote, "I'm 100% opposed to all his ideology." Jeff posted in one Facebook message on Friday evening, referring to his brother, "My family was not given any notice that he was selected and denied security the days after." One Trump supporter replied to him on Facebook saying, "Help out MAGA. Get on stage with President Trump and endorse him. Help save this country." Jeff responded, "I've thought hard about doing something like that. I'm torn between that and just keeping my family out of it. The only thing I took exception to, and will stand by this 100%, was that we felt bad that we found out about his being picked as the VP candidate from the radio." So this guy who everyone is claiming, all the Democrats are claiming he's such a good guy, he's Coach Walz. You kind of see there how the guy treats his own family, doesn't talk to them, won't even tell them, "Hey guys, I'm being chosen for vice president," right? Again, it tells you a lot about his character. I think it's pretty clear both him and Kamala Harris are pretty raging sociopaths, but this treatment of his own family really does confirm that, right? And we felt like we probably should have been given a heads up and some type of security, at least for the short time, because I guess that is a big thing. And again, I'm not here to blanketly hold this against Tim Walz, but I think it is abundantly obvious something is very off about him as a person and his own personal life. And the fact that he seems to be just this much of a jerk in private, despite, "Oh, look, he's Coach Walz." He waves like this, right? Something's not right there.
Well, that Walz guy, I mean, I don't want to be too unfair because I don't know him and I don't have any hard evidence. He's a weirdo. That guy's weird.
He seems very
I'm
strange,
sorry.
yes.
There's something not right about that guy's personal life. So I hope I'm wrong because I don't want people like that with power. But most people I know with power in Washington have personal lives that would not withstand scrutiny at all. But I think that, but I can't get past the core fact about Walz, which is he presided over, allowed the biggest city in his state to get burned down.
And seemed to not only allow it, but kind of support it, you know?
Well, yeah, did you see the video of his wife saying, "I kept the windows open so I could smell the burning rubber from the riots"?
I did not see that.
Wow. The wife whose hand he shook.
Oh my God. By the way, I mean, I know it's picking on a little thing, but who the hell shakes their wife's hand?
Well, Kamala Harris and her fake husband kissed each other with masks on. I mean, what? It's just so, I guess, look, if everybody in power has some sort of weird celibate, Mitch McConnell and his wife and Kamala Harris and her husband, this Tim Walz guy, like there's just no chance these are normal marriages at all. That's not good.
And again, if you want to talk all this trash about President Trump and his personal character and how, "Oh, look, marry Trump, then I think the fact that your own brother is this pissed at you should tell you a lot that you need to know. That said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on this entire situation in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, God bless and peace.